Howdy. I hope you guys are having a great Friday night. I just wanted to hop on here and just kind of tell you guys a little story about something I did earlier this year that I haven't done in a long time and didn't think I ever could. And that was completely stop drinking. Stop drinking alcohol. I mean, not stop drinking, obviously. You stop drinking, you're going to die. So you definitely want to drink some water. And if you're not drinking water, you should drink a lot of water. Because if you're not drinking any water, you should drink a whole bunch of water. But one of the things that I did was stop drinking alcohol. Beer. I stopped drinking liquor, whiskey, wine, everything, you guys. And I'm serious. All of it. And what I didn't do, and what I really didn't want to do, was challenge myself and then not go anywhere. Because my problem was, I was coming here, and if you guys don't know, I own this little video store here. I'm here 60 hours a week or so, and there's a bar 2 doors next door this way, there's a bar down the street over here. I could buy drinks and bring them here. I was drinking way too much, you guys, and I didn't see the issues in it. I saw, okay, well, the store's still open. I'm still married. I still had friends. I had people that liked me. I wasn't crashing my car every night. I wasn't falling over drunk all the time. But I was drinking every day. A couple of drinks every day. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. And that's wrong. Now, if you want to have a beer every night after you're done with all of your stuff, and that is the way that you live your life, by no means am I saying you shouldn't do that. Everybody should award themselves with things. But what my problem was is I would reward myself at 3 in the afternoon because I breathed the whole first half of the day. You guys, that's not worth rewarding yourself. And so I really realized back then that I needed to take a break. So I actually did 2 months. And in that 2 months, I went to concerts. I worked at the bar. I actually guest bartended. I went to baseball games. I went out with my wife while she was drinking, and because my wife doesn't have this problem. She could go days without it. She wouldn't even think about drinking. It's not an issue for her. For me, every day, I still kind of think about it. Even now that I've gotten it relatively under control. But that brings it all the way around. So I went 2 months without having a single drop of alcohol. And I did this intentionally with a goal set. Because you know what, you guys? I'm not a quitter. And that was my biggest thing. That was the thing in my mind. I'd always be like, well, I can't quit drinking. Alcohol doesn't have anything over me. I'm not a quitter. I don't quit things. I don't let things determine how I live my life. I live my life this way. Well, you know what? It was. It was determining. Not the fact that I needed to quit, but the fact that I needed to figure out how to fit alcohol into my life without being irresponsible, without hurting my business, without hurting my relationships with people, without making it a risk. I mean, yes, I never got a DUI since college, but I probably should have. I know most of you guys out there who drink and drive know what I'm talking about. You get home and you go, I was really dumb. I'm so happy I'm here, and I'm never doing that again. And then guess what? The next weekend, you're out somewhere, you had a couple extra drinks than you think you should. You're sitting there and you're like, well, the only way I'm getting home is this way. I might as well drive. And then you do it again. And the next morning you feel like crap. Like you just feel like you don't even believe yourself. You just really distrust yourself. And if you do that to yourself, then you can't do anything else in life. If you can't commit to not having a drink at night, and then the next morning you wake up and you're like, oh man, I'm so useless. I can't even believe I can't even drink. How the hell do you think you're going to do anything else? You know what I mean? And I understand maybe if drinking isn't your thing, but think about that. You guys, maybe it's candy, maybe it's donuts, maybe it's cookies, maybe it's watching or addicted to TV shows or Facebook or something. It could be anything, you guys. But if this is consuming you, if this is changing the way that you live your life, if it's really affecting you, you need to check in with yourself and see if that's what it is. For me, that definitely is what it is. I needed to realize that. Jeremy, is that you on here? Hey, buddy. I wanted to say, I forgot to tell you when I saw you last time, man. You actually helped inspire me. I know that you had taken a long break. I'm not sure if you're still not drinking or not. I don't know exactly, but I know that I had seen at one point Dolly post something about you taking a break on drinking or being like 2 years sober, 3 years sober, and that was just another, it's something like that where I was like, man, he goes to concerts, he plays in music, how he's all over the world, like all over the U.S. doing stuff. Like, you guys, like, if you could do it, then I can, and that's what I want to inspire other people, basically, is what this whole video is about, is the fact that if I can do this, anybody can, you guys. I literally could not imagine doing a single thing every single night without having a beer or some shot or shots and a beer or something like that, you guys. I literally couldn't. And I had lost weight. I had done a lot of other stuff. I mean, I had been working out a whole bunch of problems, but this was still something that was just holding me back. And so I took a long break. I felt great. We went on a trip to New Orleans. That was my reward, was being able to drink down there. I had a alcoholic drink. It was an alcohol, like a mixer drink. It was horrendous. And I drank some beer. And ever since then, I've only drank some beer. And then about 2 weeks ago, we had a social at a bar. And I had a couple of beers. And I just decided the next morning that I was done again. And I was taking another break. And now what I do when I do these things, you guys, and maybe this is helpful if you've tried to take a break from drinking or tried to take a break from anything. Like I said, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be anything. Is instead of, like, maybe you have that mentality that I have where I'm not a quitter. So I had so much trouble trying to quit drinking because I knew that I would never drink again. And that was just like so crazy in my mind to imagine. And so what I do is I set dates. So like right now we have a trip where we're going down to Shoe Fest. If you guys haven't been to Shoe Fest, check it out. Old Shoe throws this amazing festival down south of Chicago, about an hour or so. I don't know the name of the town, but I absolutely love it. We've gone to every single Shoe Fest since Alyssa and I have been together. And it's moved around a little bit, but now we've been at this camp for years, and it's awesome. It's a great time. So I absolutely love it down there. And they have great microbrews and stuff. So I'm not going to try and keep myself from enjoying a couple of beers. But the thing is with all of this, every morning that you wake up, like tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be even prouder than I was and even more confident to myself than I was this morning, which, if you can believe that, I mean, I'm a pretty darn confident guy now. And that's because every day that you do whatever you're trying to do towards your goal feels so much better. You prove to yourself that you're the type of person who keeps doing this thing, that sticks to their word. You wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you go, yes, that's the guy that I knew I was, and I know that I wanted to be. But then if you drink or you do whatever the thing is that you're trying to take a break from, the next morning you wake up and you wake up so defeated. And you go, oh, and like basically the devil convinces you that you are the horrible person that you thought you were. It works both ways. And so that's the amazing thing, is you set that goal, so then you have a reward. So when I go to Shoe Fest, I'm going to have a couple of nice microbrews because they're really good. But after Shoe Fest, I'm going to take another break. Like, I kind of plan it out a lot better. And then we're going to Cabo in October. And so we're going to an all-inclusive resort, so I'm definitely going to have some beer there. But I've decided I basically don't ever really want to drink liquor again. And that's just because the amount of clarity that I feel, even after I have a couple of beers, I can still wake up the next morning and be pretty good, as long as I don't drink too many. But if I drink liquor, it takes me weeks to get back that clarity. And that clarity is what we're all searching for, you guys. That's what you're looking for, to be able to find that new you, that personal development, that new level you can be. So really, I just wanted to say, you guys, I'm jumping on that. I'm not drinking again until Labor Day weekend. So if anybody else wants to do that with me, feel free to hit me up. Let me know. I will talk to you every day. I'll send you messages. We'll chat. If you're going out or something, I'll help you out with ideas on non-alcoholic drinks and stuff like that. Just things that I used to use or do use when I go out that make me I don't feel as out like weird, or having people look at me weird because I'm holding a glass of water or something like that, I'll get like a ginger ale or something fun, you know, like you can still get something to drink, you just don't need to have alcohol in it. And you'd be surprised. You'd be around a bunch of crazy drunks, you're gonna feel kind of drunk. So that was one of the other things that really surprised me, was how socially not awkward I felt not drinking. Because I always thought that that was going to be my biggest issue. I didn't want to go out to the bars and not be drunk because I felt like I would be really awkward or quiet or not very fun. But I realized I can be pretty fun if everybody else is kind of drunk too. So that's one of the things too. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. I really want to be here in case somebody out there is looking for some help. You don't have to comment on here. You can send me a personal message, anything like that. I am by no means an expert. I'm not trying to claim that I am. I'm just here to tell you what works for me and see if maybe that might help you too. So thanks you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos. If you think that this will be helpful for somebody, feel free to share it. I really do appreciate that too. And once again, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your Friday, and we will see you soon.